you began your adventure to Uranus.
Yes. But, so we haven't actually. We're picking up like just from the end of space combat. I just mean just. I'm only just asking because I'm at like 0 stamina.
Yeah, I think we kind of moved right into doing stuff, and I don't remember if I want to hear what everyone else remembers before I say anything. I don't want to give anything away accidentally.
I just
Things are not going.
wasn't that guy being an asshole or something? Was saying shit, talking
Well,
shit.
yeah, Xantos is he was not pleasant, but I know you guys you plotted a course. Hey, Amber, we're just talking about what went down last time, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, Max.
Glitches and whatnot
days,
were happening.
8-day
I remember
trip.
that.
Yeah, someone rolled a perfect 6 on that 1d6 plus 2, and plotted an 8-day course by conventional thrusters to get you to Uranus.
Lots of glitching we get to deal with.
Yeah, well, at least a bit. And that was, I think that's kind of where we left off. That you guys did well in the combat. You didn't lose any systems. You didn't take any hull damage. But a few hours out after that combat, you noticed. So like I said, a few hours out after that combat. So if anyone wanted to take 10 and restore stamina points, you could certainly do that. The computer flashes out some warnings that the power core and the sensors are glitching. And I think that's why Momo ran up to the what you call it, the blah 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 blah. The bridge, yes, bridge. Thank you.
Oh,
of the ship, and I think
I'm not sure I'm the right person to help this.
But you can definitely talk over the intercom, over your personal communicators, whatever, and you communicate the fact, Momo. You easily communicate the fact that the computers indicate sensors and power core are glitching. Though why, you can't be sure.
Bunch of stuff is broken. What do you smart guys want to come up here?
Well, I guess.
Accidental go.
Yeah, Stelia would go too because she's got the engineer skills.
We have so many engineering skills in our group.
Momo actually does have 1 rank in engineering now that I look at it.
We all can engineer.
See, Alder has taken up his pivotal location. He has planted himself on the captain's chair.
Ooh, good pun.
Thanks.
Oh, look at that. Wait, I just realized I'm a future dummy. I actually know some of this stuff.
You have 1 skill point into it, and you only have a +3.
Yep.
All right. So, Momo, you begin working on you immediately you get up to the bridge and you turn and you grab that station right there, and as you do, the thing, even before anyone else gets in there, the thing explodes with electricity. Give me a reflex save.
I'm so glad that I went there. Oh
yeah. That's going to hurt, buddy. I'm glad you took that 10-minute rest.
Me too.
Oh, not too bad. I rolled a lot of 1s for you. I rolled a couple of 1s and 2 2s. So you take 11 points of fire and plasma damage, electricity and fire.
5d6.
And Yeah, it was bad explosion. Something diverted, must have diverted a whole bunch of extra power to that console. And as soon as Momo went and he could see the readings, but as soon as he touched the instrumentations, it just exploded out. He grounded it out and blow.
I'm going to say it's a sabotage.
Probably
It
should
didn't
do
take enough damage to cause something
I mean-
like that to go on.
It could have been something that you missed after the fight. Who knows? But
Or ship security systems.
something. It's weird, but it is. You guys begin investigating that and working to fix the glitching systems. After a few minutes, or actually after about 10 minutes, and something. You're working on the systems, Momo. You're working on the sensors. Adjutant's taking a look at the power core. I think is Adjutant actually in the power core? Oh, wonderful. With Stelly. And you guys working in tandem, you managed to fix the two systems and get them repaired after about 10 minutes. So that they're good. But while you're working on them, there's like every now and again you get distracted by like a ghostly noise from somewhere. Sounds like it's coming from somewhere else in the ship. It's hard to pinpoint. And as you finish up with those two systems. Oh, what do I got here? I got. You get a warning from the weapons console that the aft weapons glitching.
What?
Wait, so the weapons
Yeah,
not
it's-
glitching now?
Weird. Yeah, just the aft weapons.
Can we tell from the power core location where what's causing this? Like, is something in the wires messing up, or
Guys, I
Journal?
think we have a ghost on our ship.
What
I
was
wonder if
that?
you have gremlins on the
I
ship?
think we have a ghost on our ship.
Yeah, like some rats biting some
I want to find the source of the
Rats, you mean bugs?
noises you were talking about. I will go searching for those since everyone else seems to be in engineering.
Sounds like a plan. That's awesome, Mike, and we can definitely set that up. I will have that set up for you the next time. I'll throw that into a token if I get it. If we take a break or whatever, and I can set up a tabular token for you. Okay, so someone is searching around. You guys can make let's see. So the eerie lights and sounds plaguing your work kind of have you on edge. Give me anyone that's trained in it can give me a mysticism check regarding the light and sounds.
Dang, where's my jack of all trades? Ability to need it.
That's just Tari, right?
I think so.
Is Tari the only one with mysticism?
I think so.
Okie dokie.
I don't know.
Um,
Magic users.
I shoot things and use technology. Yeah, what's magic, ghosts, and whatnot?
Yep.
all right, so who's going to repair or wants to go attempt to repair the glitching aft guns?
Oh, Momo will volunteer.
I just will go.
Stelly's got it.
All right.
Oh, let me go help.
Looks like Stelly's got it under control, and as you, yeah, as you're checking it out, Stelly, you notice that oh, excuse me, burp. The damage looks like deliberate sabotage. It's definitely not something that happened from usual wear and tear or as a result of combat.
I'm gonna send that to a text messages to everybody in the group and keeping it inside just us, us guys. I'm not gonna put that over any kind of intercom or anything.
As you're working on getting those repairs, though, your buddy and mine, Xantos Lochwart, peeks in. Hey, the lights are flickering on and off on the observation deck. It's just maddening. Can you guys please do something about them? Some of the less scientific-minded evacuees are making noises about the ship being haunted. I think it's just poor maintenance, though.
He's just gonna change his color to a crimson red.
Is there any way
Yeah, sure. We'll take a look at it. And I'll talk to the people and explain that it's just some issues we're having.
All right. So you accompany Loachwork back to the observation deck where everybody's kind of been hanging out when they're not doing other things, and everything looks fine up there. A few of the evacuees, they tell you, yeah, it's flickering, but everything seems normal now. Loachwork's just like, well, what was flickering, and he storms off carrying a data pad to go read somewhere. He ends up in the Hollow Suite or something, fantasizing. I don't know.
Who wouldn't want to be in the Hollow Suite?
Right? That thing's going to see a lot of use over the next few
I
days.
was thinking about jumping into one of the toilets and hanging out with my trowel.
He might have gone to a head. I mean,
I want to jump in the bowl and let off my hydro body for a while.
am I able to try to search for the source of the sounds at all?
Sure. Where are you guys looking?
Is there any specific area that we've been hearing and concentrated on?
I'm gonna text that. What's his name again?
Xantos Loachwart?
Xantos.
That was the troublemaker, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
He's also left the group, and he's isolated himself with a data pad. And everyone else we picked up is in this room, correct?
Yeah, they're kind of all here right now, but they're not sequestered. They're not being kept there unless you are keeping there.
I'm just keeping track of where everybody's at.
You guys should all be able to see everywhere on the screen, and I put tokens in for all the evacuees. You should be able to see the ones that are named. You should be able to see their names.
I'm joking.
I see one name, and that's only this person, Kilra Gishi.
Yeah, that's the
Laura
old lady.
She was the councilwoman that you met in the town as you were bringing Zelonan. You can't see Zelonan's name?
No.
Oh, I didn't save it. What a jerk. Let me check.
Yeah, there it is.
Because his should be saved
Showed up
too.
now.
I didn't save it.
And now it's
Gone
gone.
again.
Oh, but it was there and then it disappeared.
Gone again. What's going on? Why is it going away? I think I know. Maybe it's probably.
A drow girl?
I know what it is. It's an add-on I have. It's a API I've got running. Let me see if I can figure out the setting for it real quick.
Well, it looks like we have a human, an elf, a drow, a gnome, I want to say. Another
Do you see their names now?
I see Zolani's.
Yeah, I see
Zelanin and
Kilora.
Laura.
Oh, and Xantos is now, too.
All right. And you guys should also be able to see the whole map. I specifically did not put in walls. Obviously, if we get into combat inside the ship, respect the walls. All right. Or I'll put them in.
Could we bring up a feed of the ship?
Well, yeah, if you're at a terminal.
Yeah, so someone that's in the bridge, so Erebus or Momo, keep an eye on Santos.
Well,
Sure thing, Captain Alder!
Because I'm searching for that noise.
Discreetly, Momo. Discreetly.
No, I got all 6 moving quiet.
Oh boy.
So as you guys look around, right, Momo's up here in the bridge. That's pretty obvious. Right here next to Tari, this is a lift that just goes up to the observation level. You've got the galley down here.
There is a set of stairs. The stairs go through the cargo bay, and the lift goes up by the observation deck, right?
Correct. And the stairs connect at the A. I made that. I hope that was pretty clear. So you've got the engineering bay
specifically, was just making sure I had it correct.
Yep. And the cargo bay. Yeah. So.
All right.
The square A is actually the same square. So those two are the same location. So you've got a galley area over here across the way from the crew's quarters. There's a set of 3 pairs of double bunks, and then a captain's quarters, crew's head, the engineering bay, where you guys are working on the power core there in the center. A cargo bay that no one has told me they spent any time in yet. The hollow suite,
we did
recreation.
spend some time in it because we were loading stuff in it.
Well, yeah, you brought a whole bunch of stuff in it. I mean, there's the aft airlock is here. That's where everyone loaded in. But you loaded everything in before you
then we
took off.
We got on and just went about our stuff.
If this isn't their ship, it might be worth taking a look through that stuff. Cargo bay, if we're allowed.
That's true.
Sure.
We got something going on right now.
You got a couple of guest suites here on the midships, upper level, and then you've got the observation deck where most of the people. That one there is your forward airlock. So that's basically the ship layout. I don't have the map legend on here, so I wanted to make sure everyone knew what the different rooms were.
Are those escape pods?
Yeah,
those are escape pods down in the aft end. It looks like there's only 6, so I guess either you'll have to squeeze in a couple of people, or you'll have to figure out another way to do it.
I mean, me and Momo could fit in one.
Yeah, Mike, that's how I'm doing it, but the GM has to do it as opposed to a player doing it. I mean, you could do it on a different one and then import your character and it would work. Let's see. So you fix the glitching aft weapons, and you're searching the ship, looking for the cause of the glitching, watching for strange light effects or ghostly sounds, following them around. You're all kind of wandering the ship looking for these things. Who was your pilot again? Who piloted? I don't remember. Who's
Erebus?
Erebus. All right, Erebus, you've been in charge of the piloting. After a bit of this searching and stuff, you go back to check the course of the ship, make sure everything's going well like a good pilot. Give me a piloting check. Or a perception check, whichever you feel is higher.
That one's the higher one.
All right. You take a look, and it appears that the terminus has been deviating slightly from the course you set, but you caught it quickly, and you're able to correct the error.
Would I be able to tell if it's being done on purpose or just natural?
Well, since you're curious about it, you could go back and check the computer's logs and see if anyone has tampered with it. It would be a computer's check, or you could have someone else. You could call someone else to check it out for you.
If I can roll above a 10.
Right.
Can I aid?
You could aid, or you could check the logs yourself, depending on what you would.
Never mind.
Want to
I don't
do.
have any ranks in computers.
All right.
Oh, I didn't take a look.
I just remembered who I'm playing.
Need a terminal down here and take a look. Computers. There. 5.
Yeah, you guys don't find anything in the logs.
Ship errors.
Let's see. I am gonna. Erebus, give me another piloting check just to confirm that you were able to replot the ship's course.
There we go.
No problem. No problem.
That should shave off a day, right?
You'd like it to, wouldn't you? Well, he prevented. If she hadn't noticed that the ship was going off course, it would have added a day. So yeah, that kind of shaves off a day from the extra time you would have had. And the rest of the system seem to be chill for now. You're not. You're all still kind of on edge, because you don't really know what was causing it. Gosh darn it! Wish these things would just stay where I want them. You know what I should do is I should just make them drawings. That would do it.
So once I fix that, I want to do another lap still looking for the source of that noise.
Sure. Go ahead and give me some perception checks.
Hey, good rolls.
I don't know if these things have a... Hey, that's not a bad perception check. Let me check something here real quick. You don't find anything though. Though you do find some more. You find some more frayed wires, but you don't find any creatures. You're able to have someone fix those. Hopefully, preventing another system from going haywire.
Am I able to hear the noises?
As you get, you think you're getting close to a source of the noises, and then they stop, and you don't find anything else. It's very it's aggravating. You know you're very close, but you're unable to locate it.
Can I recognize the noises in any way?
Are you trained in mysticism?
Oh no, never mind.
No. So you do not recognize. I mean, they sound like familiar noises. They sound familiar to you, and that's what's so annoying. I mean, it sounds like hull stresses and other eerie sounds. Damn it, Michael! I told you to tell me to turn the sounds on.
Well, I don't know when you tell me to do it. I mean,
stupid. Crickets.
All right. So there should be sound now. I don't. Maybe it's a long fade in on that one, I think.
No,
I hear it now, yeah.
All right. Maybe my master vote. No,
so when he thought they was getting
building
near
up.
the sound, was it coming from a vent maybe or something?
He was close to a vent when he noticed it. I mean, you could just, depressurize the whole ship and see if that does anything, but I don't know about the evacuees. They might not like that.
Well, I'm tiny, so I'm thinking maybe I can climb in it.
But it's possible. You could get up in the vents and see how nasty they are.
I don't know if that is a good idea, but it is an idea for us to, to consider.
Ooh. I don't know, Captain. Sounds risky to go alone.
Yeah, but
What if there's spooks up there?
oh, I think I have to close and my Chrome stopped responding. Well, that's kind of what we're looking for, isn't it?
Yeah. But that don't mean they ain't gonna hurt you.
That's what you guys are for.
Wait. I don't think even I can fit in those vents with you.
But you have a gun.
That's true. I could start shooting all the vents. Or throwing grenades in them.
Yeah, I'm pretty quick on my feet.
Flamethrower, just give Elder a flamethrower when he goes in. He'll be fine.
No, I didn't have enough UPVs for the flamethrower yet.
If we're done fixing in the power core, maybe we should get into groups of 2 and just search the ship. Kind of patrol it around until we find something.
I do think someone should stay in command and control. And also someone should keep an eye on our guests.
It could be a group of 3 or 4, or 2 groups of 2, or something.
They can probably do all that from the bridge.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, Momo's sort of keeping an eye on the camera system, looking for anything, any unusual movement, watching whatever depravity Xantos is getting up to on his own.
That's a good idea.
He doesn't see. He seems to be mostly keeping to himself right now, trying to, most of the other evacuees they keep out of your way. They try to keep themselves entertained, and
we do have a priest of some abilities. We could probably talk to him about this by himself.
That's true.
Yeah, you could invite him up to the bridge or to the galley or something. He was helping by making the meals more palatable. He told you he would be able to do that if you would like. So I mean, you guys could conservatively speak with him down in the galley.
Yeah, let's
separately. And he could make a roll with his mysticism. And he tells you, I've heard of this on ships before. It sounds like well, I don't know really what it is, but what you're describing to me sounds like the spell's dancing lights and ghost
I keep
sound.
expecting everything to blow up.
So somebody's using magic to distract us.
Hello. Can you hear us?
I can hear. Yeah.
Can you hear us, Momo? Momo couldn't hear us. He is reconnecting, I'm sure.
Are you there, Momo?
Yep, I'm back.
Okay.
I said to go out and come back in.
Wonderful. Yeah, you were having some issues hearing us or something.
Yes, I heard nothing.
So Zelanon lets you know that the sounds and lights you've been hearing and seeing sound a lot like dancing lights and ghost sound, which are spell-like abilities. But he's not specifically familiar with any creatures or beings or things that might be on the starship that would be causing it. He suggests perhaps you should continue looking around and continue your investigations. And hopefully there aren't any other problems. And just then, Momo and Erebus, you guys get an alert from the computer system saying that the forward guns are glitching.
Okay, we gotta track this thing down because that's annoying.
Yeah. Can we check computer logs to see if someone's tampering with them?
You could check, and when you do, you don't find anything useful in the computer logs with regard to the systems. It looks like the systems are being specifically targeted locally as opposed to through the computers, and it is just physical damage to the actual system that is causing the problem. And the lights and sounds. I got you there, Eagle Bears. The lights and sounds get in your way and provide a bit of annoyance while you're actually trying to repair the systems, which causes it to take longer and makes it a little more difficult. Though you guys haven't been having a lot of trouble with it. So as you finish up the weapon systems, you end up spending most of the rest of the day tracking down the glitches in the systems and fixing them. And eventually, as you finish up with all of the systems, after having worked on all of the systems, things seem to slow down a bit. But while things are still being crazy, Adjutant is down taking a gander at the cargo hold. And
She'll probably end up taking like 10 or 20 here since we have like loads of time and just looking around. I plus 10. So that'd be a 30 for a take 20. Kind of searching through every crate we have.
Where would you start?
Let's start with this crate right here.
A bunch of stuff. Okay, so you start there. Let me see how this is.
Kind of clockwise, I guess. Like that.
If Momo's watching the like the camera feed from there, can I provide any sort of aid to a perception check?
Sure, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, Adjutant will see if there's any supplies or anything we can use in here.
Certainly, Erebus, certainly. Adjutant or Momo, you see something. It's hard to pick out in the camera feeds, but it looks like there's something on the floor over in the far corner of the cargo hold.
Moving?
Not moving, just like
okay.
debris on the floor. Maybe. I mean, it's hard to tell exactly what it is through the camera feed. It almost looks like the area is fuzzy, like there's something messing up the camera. It's not very sharp. It's hard to pick out the details.
Sasquatch. Always fuzzy.
Adjutant, check out the corner there where that green and yellow thing is.
Sure. Take a look.
All right. With his assistance, you notice that the crates in this area have been smashed open. Random parts of firearms, broken batteries, and shards of translucent glass-like material are strewn across the floor in front of the crates.
I'll see if just take a look through it, see what I can figure out. Can you hear me?
Yep. I hear you. Yes, you're
okay,
looking through.
Making sure.
I'm just trying to figure out exactly how these things are supposed to jump out at you.
No.
How about everyone rolls initiative and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Work this.
Make sure you select your token. Although,
make sure
without a turn to support or up, I don't think it matters.
Oh, it'll still roll it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see the tracker anywhere.
I haven't opened it yet, but it'll put your initiative on it. No worries there. I'm just getting my guys in the tracker. There's the tracker. Does that make everyone feel better?
Yes.
A little bit.
A little better. All right.
Play music.
It is playing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
It's a different for this one.
You gotta go to your cog icon and the master music volume. You gotta oh, that's loud.
That's really loud. Why is that so loud?
Oh dear.
What's that?
Well, it's a good name for it. Anxiety.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I legit can't hear it at all.
I have to reload.
I already did that.
You probably have the volume turned off.
No, I don't.
Ooh, are your speakers plugged in?
No, they're not. My headset is.
Oh, okay, fine. That's what I get for being a smartass.
I mean, the other question is, a serious question though is, do you have your browser turned to a different audio output?
And also, you can mute the tabs by right-clicking on them and clicking Mute Slide. So you may need to check to see if that's muted.
Site. Audio inputs.
No, not input output.
No, inputs and outputs. They're all good. I don't know.
All right, Adjutant. Something broke these crates.
Well, when I saw the broken crates, I drew my weapon, but really have any reason to assume anything would attack me or anything. I'll take a look around the room to see if there's anything in here, but otherwise, I'll keep looking through the junk.
Yeah, give me another perception check looking for problems. I'll see if you actually
for clues. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Good roll.
Just want to see what. I think they have a. Yeah, that's a good roll. You see, down in the aft section of the cargo bay, there seems to be some crates, kind of not moving, but you hear some slushing sounds.
I don't see anything though.
You don't see anything, but you hear some noises from down that way.
Guess I'll ready my weapon in that direction. You call out who's there. Show yourself. Then I'll tell the party there might be something down here. There's something squishy.
There might be something here. All right, so you are ready to attack anything hostile?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing with your standard action? All right.
Yeah.
All right, Momo, what do you want to do?
Do I get a sense that Adjutant might be tracking something physical?
You don't get a sense of anything. You see her turn and draw her weapon.
Ooh.
And look to the end of the room.
I think Momo's first reaction is to try to run down there.
Sure.
Yeah, that's really what Momo would do. I think Momo's really rush right in and don't think about it very much.
Are we all aware what's going on?
Yeah,
Adjutant,
You've been made aware that is something in the cargo hold, or there might be something in the cargo hold. And Adjutant can report that that there were some broken crates, and that she heard strange noises.
I can just get back to there, I think, with a double move.
What's your movement?
25 feet.
Yep, that's what you get with your armor.
Yep, I am in armor, so that's as far as I can go. I'm coming, Adjutant! Stay alive!
Oh, the corners aren't time and a half movement.
Are the corners not set up right? Those silly things. There you go. Should be good now.
Yep.
Erebus. Erebus is up.
Hello? Can't hear you.
I'm moving.
Yeah, you move.
I'm just moving
You
you
move
there.
quick.
This
Got it.
Stilly. Alright, your
Adjutant.
body in gear.
This
Oh, never mind.
this thing oozes. You can see its name because that's turned on now. Oozes around the around the crate. Comes straight at you. Attempting to attack you. As it gets close, it throws out a pseudopod of its body, comes snaking out of it to attack you. Ooh, I think that hits you.
Yes, it does.
It knocks you and then it burns as it does. Is it really fire? It is. It's bludgeoning and fire.
Whoa.
Stelly. And that puts you right at A, yep. Good deal. You can see it now, though. And realize the name is there, but no one has identified the creature yet. Alder, you're up.
I'm gonna head out of the room and then clamber up Momo.
Jump on Momo. Got
There
it.
we go. Come on, Captain!
Gotta get out there and help her buddy.
Oh, how wonderful.
Feel kind of bad about leaving. Are we able to remotely lock the cabin?
Oh no, there's another one.
Another one comes from behind the crates and throws a pseudopod out at Stelly. And you can see that this one, its pseudopod actually reaches quite a ways, so they kind of have reach. And it smacks you for 7 points, Stelly. Sorry.
Okay, sounds like no, oh, I see. I will double move. There.
Adjutant, as this creature is attacking you, your suit begins throwing out a warning, letting you know that you are in a radiation field that can harm you. Give me a fortitude save.
Being
Your
an android helps against
Your
that.
armor should give you +4 to the save.
Okay, so +4 on that. Ooh, that's only 12.
12. Unfortunately, that's not enough, and now I've got to look up how much damage you take from medium radiation.
No.
I think that's under afflictions, right?
I don't remember
Or
what's under
environment,
it.
maybe?
I don't remember what's under it. I know it's under
Environmental rules, radiation. Alright, so radiation is kind of bad stuff. Radiation, fortitude save.
Oh wait, if that's a radiation poisoning, then I have +2 from being an android.
Okay, so that on top of +4 for your armor, right?
Yeah, racial bonus.
Yep.
With disease, poison, sleep, and mind effect. +2.
Yep. Okay, so radiation. Because it gives you at each state of impaired and beyond. Okay, so it's a Constitution track. You're fine because you saved, so that's not going to be an issue. And you can take your actions.
Yeah. And I'm backed into a corner here. Well, I guess I'll provoke to get to 2, 3. Oh, that's into range of the other one. Yeah, I have to provoke to go to there.
All right, and it will try and snake a pseudopod out after you. I think that one might miss though. Yep, against your
Yeah.
KAC that misses.
Okay. So, I guess, are we focusing one down? One by the stairs there might be a little bit closer for everyone. So, shoot that one and apply. Minus. Actually, I want to identify it.
All right, give me a. Oh hell, what are these things?
Oozes are usually life
Give
science.
me a life science or engineering, whichever's better for you.
That's only a 2 on the die.
Yeah, you ascertain that these are, I mean, they're radioactive in nature. You can tell because as you moved away from this one, the radiation dropped off. But they're assembly oozes. What they do is they gather UPBs. They break down objects into UPBs, and then they utilize those UPBs to assemble things. They
Too
are
much
oozes.
time.
They are mindless. You have one question.
Do they have any vulnerabilities?
As a technological ooze, you know that they are vulnerable to electricity.
Ah.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll shoot at this one and I'll apply -2 AC if I hit.
Okay. You hit. 2
Just
points
2
of
AC.
damage. And AC -2. Armor class reduced by 2.
Guys, help.
Momo.
Momo's gonna keep on running. Hang on! Momo and Captain Alder are on our way! Oops. Hold on. Let me do that again. 20 feet. 5.
25 to the door.
Yeah, so I can get to, or 25 to the door, so I can get to here. Yes.
You could get to here. You don't have to go around people.
Oh, fair enough. All right, come to there.
Erebus.
I'm not as slow as I was before. If you noticed, I took
Well,
that-
I don't think you can go through the core, but I'll let you go around it.
It,
Oh,
that'll-
okay.
And you'd be in the same distance.
Yeah.
So that's 40, 10, right there. I see that thing. Am I able to actually fire at it from up here?
No, because you're actually down there, not up there.
Oh,
You're coming
down.
from below. So
Okay.
you need to get at least to where Stelly is to be on level. So you're at 10 feet of your second movement now.
Yeah.
And that would be... What is your movement speed?
40 foot.
40 foot. So you would have to go back 10 feet. Well, because you spent 10 feet getting to the bottom, getting to the middle of the stairs.
Okay.
So you can go, from there you can go 30 feet.
I think I was looking for
The crates and stuff. You can kind of get some cover from the crates. They seem to be coated with kind of a slime. But as you move through the area, the ooze takes a swing at you.
Another one.
Additionally, your suit registers radiation as you move about around the creature. It's at low levels, so your armor is protecting you from it. But you could imagine that it would be higher levels if you got closer to the creature.
Yeah. Wait, that was a double.
Let's see. This is. This one moves here and swipes at adjutant. Missing. Stella, you're up. Your suit was also registering the radiation. Okay. Oh, that's a hit.
Use electricity if you have it.
Now you know. I don't think they have any. They don't have any particular immunities or DR to your attack. So full damage. Alder, you're riding Momo.
Indeed. Can I prepare to fire when Momo brings me into their sight?
Absolutely, you can be ready to shoot when you see the oozes.
Oh, actually, can I get them?
No, because you can't. They cannot be affected by you at this point. I don't think
Okay.
because you can't see them.
Yeah. But I would be able to see them when he brought me into view of them.
Yes, you would be able to. I don't know if you can ready that as an action.
That's why I was
suppose
asking.
you could.
You can delay until after Momo. Worst case scenario.
You can just delay until you get to the room and then take your turn at that time. I think that might be the best for you. Just delay until you get into the room, and then say you take your turn then.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. So this one chases down Stelly. I think Stelly has more technology on him than Erebus, maybe. Definitely Adjutant, so it's drawn towards that direction. Or I guess Erebus and Adjutant are both androids, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It oozes closer to Erebus. Basically a guarded step, and then lashes out with a pseudopod. Not at all.
These oozes are racist.
Well, sort of.
At least they are racists that can't hit.
Yeah.
And that makes Atari's turn.
Okay.
So you're at A and 60. Or is 50 your movement?
50 because of
Alright. Armor.
Yep.
Alrighty. Adjutant.
Looks like I'll be provoking again from just the one design 50 there. Do I have to make another fortitude save?
No, you are not in a area of medium radiation currently, so your suit protects you from the current radiation levels you are within.
I squish past this box here. Actually, no, then I'll provoke this guy.
You
Yeah,
could go over it, but it would be difficult terrain.
I'll have to go this way.
Alright, you did pass through. I don't think passing through radiation areas is an issue. I'm not going to make it an issue. If you end your turn in one or begin your turn in one, I'll make it an issue. But all right, so as you pass by, the ooze whips out its pseudopod at you. No, don't leave me. I want you. 6 points.
Oof.
Bad news.
Then I'll shoot at that one.
Alrighty.
Also give it -2 AC. Yeah.
You whip it. And you take some damage from it. Or give it some damage, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah. So they're both at -2 armor class now, and that lasts for 4 rounds, 5 rounds,
7.
7. Oh, okay.
This one's got 7 and this one's got 6.
Sure.
Or the rest of their life, whichever happens first.
Whichever
There you
comes
go.
first. Momo.
Phil, this is still the same day as the hangar stuff, right?
Yeah, this is first day out. You guys haven't
Yeah,
slept.
that's what I thought. Well, I just meant, so I have not had an ability. I have not had an opportunity to take a nap and recharge my hyper racial ability.
Correct.
I used it. Okay, then I will just double move. Alright, that's 25 feet, 30 feet to there, which is the same thing as here, so I can move another 20 feet. So, here we go. I'll go down to, I guess, here. Will that provoke? Just
I'm not
stepping to
sure
there.
Where you're
So if I go down here, I've still got another 5 feet of movement, I think.
you can move 5 more feet, but technically moving from the stairs is within range to provoke.
Okay.
So
I guess I
coming
wouldn't
up,
be blocking. Can I see them from the stairs?
yeah, from that set of stairs you can see them. You
Okay,
have some
then I'll
cover from the railing though.
I will just stop right there and train my artillery laser across the railing, and that's the end of my turn.
All right, Alder, you wanted to delay until you were in the room. You are in the room, sir.
Okay, I'm muted. So that does not help. How do I try this?
There should be a little tail when you click on it.
Yeah, right at the top of it.
There you go.
So can I do it like that?
Absolutely.
Okay, I want to do that because my screen is electricity.
Alrighty. A plant that screams electricity. That's crazy.
3.
12 damage.
No.
You
Oh, no,
threw it
not
down.
an attack.
It's a cone, right?
Yes, just a cone.
Yeah. So it needs to
Oh.
make a reflex save or take
12
full
electricity
damage.
damage.
Time and a half on that. It'll actually be 18.
Right, if it doesn't save. It fails to save. It is an ooze. They're not real quick. So it takes 18 points of electricity damage and turns
Nice.
into a puddle of goo on the ground.
Does it stop glowing?
No, it doesn't stop glowing. It's still
so
radioactive. And
Yeah.
and Momo and Alder and Stelly, you're both picking up low levels of radiation there. However, were you going to do anything else, Alder?
I want to use my move to. Yeah, which one's my move action? I have to actually look.
To get him the other one?
Get him, yeah.
All right. Erebus, your suit registers medium radiation. Make me a fortitude save.
That was pretty cool, Momo.
Oh yeah.
So that's, yep, you're good.
Okay. Thanks for the info, Jen.
I was there to get there, along the way, I will drop my pistol and knife and pull out my plasma bag.
Alrighty. And that is a good hit. That's going to be 4 points of fire and 6 points of electricity. So minus 10. And the creature. Let's see. You're both androids. It seems to sense you. Sense your technology, and it moves in and swipes a pseudopod at the closest highly technological thing, which is Erebus. And it hits you for 7. Stelly, you're up.
No, that was all the captain. No, all Momo did was carry the captain in.
They used horses, but yeah, 12. I think 12 misses. Yeah, it does. Tari, you're almost there.
Should be a 13. I don't know if it matters.
Does that include the +1 from Get 'em? Oh, it doesn't matter because it's -2 armor class. So yeah, you hit it, but you didn't kill it. So It's very close, though, if that makes you feel better.
Go here.
And that was both moves, Tari?
No, that's just one. That's just 25 feet, right?
Yeah, that was 25 feet.
Oh, cool.
I'm
Then you
gonna
can
have
shoot
pulled
it.
out a. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it. We can have a match with it.
This is the first time Tari's done a ranged attack.
Maybe.
You can do it.
Wait,
No,
Wow.
I can
Adjutant.
see why she doesn't use guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a biohack this time. 2 damage.
You can, but it won't matter.
No!
Got him.
Because you hit it and it kind of jiggles like jello and it slumps down. But this one doesn't go as flat as the other one.
Thanks for the help, guys.
Does it look like there's something in the puddle of stuff?
I take a hole and start poking around in it.
Sure,
Stay away from
give me an engineering check as you poke around in it.
Yeah.
Help.
Does anyone help? All right, so Adjutant, and between you and Stelly, you guys find that it's possible to salvage 400 UPBs from the dead assembly ooze. And Adjutant, you realize that based on the amount of UPBs it had in it, if it didn't make something, it could have undergone mitosis and created another ooze, and then all three of them would have just ate everything in the cargo bay.
That's disgusting.
Well, Momo will just pipe up to say, "Hey, Adjutant, you kind of know what these things are. Do you think they're the reason for all the glitches, right?"
I don't think so.
Oh.
No.
I don't think they do that.
Oh, no.
Momo, take us back to the command center.
Oh, you got it, Captain.
Like, they eat items. They don't mess up ships that much.
Are we
now
out
we'll
of initiative, Phil?
Well, the combat's over.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And
It's
then
meant-
rest and
Can I take Alder back to the bridge?
Yeah, sure. You guys can go back to the bridge.
Check our
And
coordinates.
I'll just give it to you that in order to get rid of the radioactivity, you can simply shove it out the airlock.
yeah, I'll get a shovel,
Or just open up the door.
push it into the airlock.
All right. So those things go away.
And I guess we should perhaps inform the passengers of what was going on, since I'm sure they heard gunfire because some of them were nearby.
There was some gunfire, and Loachwarch definitely heard it.
So yeah, give them a basic rundown of the creatures that we found in the bay.
What are you doing?
And that everything's under
Everything.
control.
Give me a
We dealt with
perception
them,
check. All right.
and we're going to go through the rest of the cargo to make sure we didn't bring on board anything else.
I take 20 on looking through the stuff? Or do I actually need
All
to?
right. Sure. I'll let you take 20. As you're going through, you find one crate that the assembly oozes didn't get into. It contains a suit of graphite carbon skin armor, a stalker assassin rifle in a case.
It's a tractor.
Mike, I see what Stelly's doing.
What's Stelly doing?
Stelly's going for a swim.
Oh, he's taking a swim in a bowl.
Was that just those two? Sounded
No,
like you were going to say more. Okay.
Yep, I am. As well as a stash labeled emergency medical supplies, which actually consists of various recreational drugs worth 1,000 credits.
Oh dear.
Katsumi's
I just found
man.
interdimensional Pesh.
Put it in the chat.
Ooh, what's a stalker assassin rifle?
You'll have to
Okay,
look
use
that
it.
up in the armory, page 24.
It is a sniper
It
rifle.
is a sniper rifle, I'm betting.
Yeah, 1d10 piercing with the special abilities of breakdown, sniper at 250 feet, and unyielding.
If no one needs that armor, I'd like to take it. It's a 3-4-4 with 1 upgrade slot.
Go for it.
Oh, I mean, good for adjutant too. So, depending on who else was
It's
wanting
good
it,
for adjutant. It's better for adjutant.
and that increases my armors by 1 each.
Okay, take it.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, adjutant probably gets into the mix a little bit more.
Yeah, that's why I had no problem with it. What armor are you wearing currently? I'm going to add that to the list instead.
Rebooter 1.
Alder, as you're speaking with the evacuees, Xantos kind of comes up from behind you. You found what in the cargo hold? Didn't you check the ship before you dragged us on board?
Would you rather be sitting down there with the swarm, dumbass?
Well, no.
That's why we didn't check the ship.
And he kind of hangs out on the observation deck, grumbling at some of the other passengers. If nothing else, you can hope to turn them in, adjutant, and perhaps some kind of compensation from the military or the forces. I mean, you probably don't have time to actually push them on people.
No, not unless we find the what's her name and have her.
That's right.
No, maybe.
I can't think of her name.
I'm gonna mingle with,
All
with
right.
our guests.
Yeah, the rest of the day you end up dealing with the rest of the ship's functions, the ship, the glitching conditions and whatnot. But then as you are all getting wore out from just chasing your tails through the ship, things calm down and the glitching ceases. Perhaps whatever was doing it left. Maybe they've got something else planned. Who knows?
Ooh.
So we should have somebody on duty at all times.
No.
2 people in the command monitoring bits. So we set up a rotating watch.
So, would I have seen anything on the cameras looking at the specific areas where they could be tampered with?
No, you wouldn't catch anything.
Oh, do the androids actually sleep?
Yes, I believe.
Androids need a shutdown period, much like SROs do. So yeah, you do actually sleep.
What? I don't know what an SRO is.
A sentient robotic organism.
Huh. So is that like
Momo will volunteer to take as many shifts as needed, watching, saluting with 3 arms. I got it, Captain. I'll do all the watches.
Don't you need sleep?
More important to help. I'll keep all 6 on it.
She said.
So, we should rotate because we need to all be up and aware and ready. So, me and Momo.
Yes, sir, Captain.
First watch, and then Erebus and Steli will take second, and Adjutant and Tari will take third.
Taking everything else in the crates was just like food and stuff.
It was eaten by the slimes, he said.
Yeah.
Oh, I got into that much.
It was lost to the slimes. Yeah, they got into a bunch.
So that's where all the UPVs came from.
Yep.
Actually, I just realized these oozes are rust monsters of this world.
Yeah.
You want to kill you, they just want to eat your stuff.
Kind of. They want to eat your stuff, and then they want to poop out other technological stuff.
Useful than rust monster.
Well, yeah, because actually what happens is people put them into crates that have control mechanisms, and you can feed them useless stuff and have them extrude useful items.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a shame you guys didn't think about that. You might have been able to
could have
trap
tamed them.
Yeah, it could have been useful to help with the problems on the ship.
Or it could have caused more.
Hey, it's not like we knew that, though.
I'm not sorry we killed them.
Yeah. Killing them's not a horrible idea.
Controlling him is a PETA, though.
So, are all the people that we took off the planet, are they all sleeping in the observation deck?
No, they, I mean, some of them are sleeping in the observation deck.
Nice
Do you
quarters
have
up
a
on that
particular
floor.
I mean, there are several areas that they could sleep, depending on what you are willing to accommodate them with. There's the 2 guest suites that would house several people, or a few people at a time. I mean, it may be a matter of rotating out the beds so that. Sure.
If you're so worried about more slimes, you should sleep in there and tell us if they show up.
You guard it for us.
Oh, Stella's just going on a spacewalk. Wait, why are there 2 Stellies?
There are?
There
There are now.
Oh, okay.
For a moment.
Momo will offer to set up some blankets and stuff for Santos in one of the airlocks.
Oh no, the glitch has accidentally fired him out.
No! Oh, that's terrible.
What a shame.
I mean, I guess Zelanan is pretty trustworthy. So I'm okay with Zelanan taking like either a crew bunk or is that like the captain's suite there across from the bathrooms?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go, Stelly. You have 2 forms. I mean, I guess I should make the other one tiny. You want it tiny like Alder, or?
Sure.
Because I can do that too.
Honestly, it doesn't matter. Because the Hydra body's medium, so.
Yeah. I mean, your overall dimensions would be medium. Your little body inside there is kind of tiny, so. And then yeah, you just right click on it and select the other image,
You have to show me
or choose image.
That's way cool.
You already did it.
You show me how to
I just-
create it, and then so we can use it across.
Oh,
other
yeah.
maps and stuff.
Sure. I can do that when we get done today.
I just realized that that Momo will definitely volunteer to share his bunk with Alder in a very platonic but probably creepy way.
Because he's grown on you, huh?
Well, I kind of see Momo in the captain's bed and
Yeah.
the little side table there with the drawer pulled out and Alder laying in it.
Okay. That makes
That
sense.
actually,
Just a potted plant, dumps the plant out, sticks Alder in it.
So he feels more in his natural environment.
There you go.
Wake up and your face is covered in spores.
No, you wake up and you find that during the night Momo has like crept up and wrapped all 6 arms around you protectively.
Like, have you ever gone outside in the morning and your car is just covered in like green pollen or yellow pollen?
Yellow
Yep.
pollen, yeah.
That's what happens when like you wake up next to like Alder.
Trees had sex overnight. It sucks.
Just bumped into a blue spruce when it was like in sporing season.
Oof.
It's just like a puff of yellow, and it just everywhere. It's like, ah.
I didn't mean to pollinate everything.
Because pine cones are the female part of trees, and those are the male parts.
Yeah. It's blowing out all over you.
It's
Gross.
everywhere. Skeet.
Yeah.
Do
right.
well do we get the impression like the our evacuees will be satisfied with some kind of rotation in the guest suite or just camping out in the 2 guest suites? I mean, they're pretty nice suites.
They're nice suites. Why are you rolling the table? What are you doing?
My bad. Just clicked it 7 times.
How did you do that? Did you like
Hit
roll?
Rolling in his sleep.
Now I know what not to do.
Now you know what not to do. That's good. All right. So the passengers, they do what they need to do to get by. They're all very thankful to be alive, as they mentioned before. They don't really answer any of your questions directly. If you ask them for help, they require strong motivation in order to convince them to aid you with tasks around the ship. However, more than a few of them spend time in the holodeck, which has several scenarios ranging from romantic windswept beaches to simulated shootouts with faceless enemies. And they relax there and blow off steam there over the time. I mean, right now it's the first day. They're all kind of just, they're kind of in a daze still from the events. Most of them are asleep by the time you get done with the, shortly after you get done with the oozes, most of them find a place to bed down and sleep. A couple of them make their way into the bedroom. Maybe Kalora ranks a room to herself for a bit. The dwarf crashes out on the couch. The other scientist maybe crashes out on the couch, and Xantos is sitting here with this android trying to get her on his side, maybe. And then nothing happens. The night or the downtime goes by quietly, with not much going on. If you guys you've expressed some concern about the evacuees, those who wish to can do a sense motive check to assess their mental states?
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, did I realize that, yeah, they might be stressed out because they almost died, but they're on a ship off that planet and they're alive. So, we're lightning.
So yeah, Alder, you can tell that they are experiencing the after effects of extreme stress caused by the evacuation. It is what it is. There's not much you can do about it. I mean, you can sympathize with them, that kind of thing.
We do have recreational drugs.
No,
you
we
do
don't.
have recreational drugs.
No, we do not. I seal that up, and I don't tell anyone else about it.
Adjutant's hiding the drugs.
That's not nice. You
Oh.
should share.
Come on now, like this would be a perfect time for something like that, would it not?
Erebus, when you get up from your shift, or get up for your shift or whatever the next day, you're pretty concerned about the ship's course. So give me a piloting check.
Hey, good rolls.
Yeah, once more the ship seems to be veering off the course you set for it. Give me another one to reset it. Yeah, that one's even easier. So you quickly reset the course
I'm trying to figure out why it's doing that.
yeah, I mean it's difficult to figure out. I mean you just have to scour the computer logs to see if you can actually find anything.
Do that.
But you can give me a computer's check to scour the computer logs.
Better
Yeah,
result.
you find as you're examining the logs, you spot technical meddling from an unknown source. You also realize that you could probably place a lock on the navigation computer, a digital lockout, if you were, to keep other entities besides yourself. Yeah, everyone's had a full rest, Momo. So you can get back your level and hit points if you need them, all of your resolve, and all of your stamina points. I don't think anyone's short on hit points. So
If they were, I can technically heal them too. But
right, that's what I was figuring. So if you wanted to lock out the navigation computer, you could give me a computer's check, and then that would set the DC for any meddling entity in order to get into the navigation system without the passcode that you set.
And are they able to access the navigation system from any computers or just the ones up here?
You're not sure. The access point is not in the data you have. No access point is indicated.
I just start grumbling to myself and I knock it out with bad rolls.
All right. The rest of that day passes. The evacuees go on about their life, or try to go about their lives. They spend some time down in the galley having something to eat. Xenolon speaks to individuals. Some of them take rest when they can. Others watch from the observation deck. And they all kind of grumble to themselves and hang out.
Have we had an opportunity to kind of feel out any of these people, find out if any of them have useful skills for running the ship or figuring out what's going on with the glitches?
They really don't. I mean, some of them have some ability to do, they've got like computers, some science knowledge, political knowledge. Xantos seems to be the most competent, but the most belligerent. He is a scientist, and he continuously, or not continuously, but frequently spouts off about the swarm and how little you guys know about it. and blah blah blah, stuff like that. So I mean, it's another 24 hours of just buggery as you plod your way through space on conventional thrusters instead of drift technology.
Oh, during this time, can I start talking to Xanthos and pretend to be interested in what he's saying to try to see what his plans are, if he has any?
Yeah, you can kind of try and chat him up. You know, he's got a pretty bad attitude with regard to you guys. Give me a diplomacy and a sense motive check.
Can I use bluff if I'm telling him like I'm starting to believe him and stuff like
Sure.
that?
Sure. Give me a bluff check and a sense motive check.
That is much better of the checks. Of the two.
All right. So you chat with him some, and he's gruff, and what you really get the sense of is that he doesn't like the military. He's used to being in charge. He's really resentful that he's been reduced to a passenger status. And this shows in his consistent challenges of your decisions and actions. But I mean, as far as what he plans to do, he doesn't speak of anything as far as plans. It's always stuff like wait till your superiors hear about this, and stuff like that. The you military folks were supposed to protect us. You've nearly gotten us killed twice already. Things like that. He's really just he's a blowhard, is what he is.
Man, keeping us down.
But yeah, the man's keeping me down. I mean, keeping us down. All right.
Good jobs.
So, will he say anything if I ask him like what would he do if he was in charge, or what's something we could possibly do to?
You ask him what he would do if he were in charge, and he gives you a ridiculous answer of a ridiculously generalized answer. Well, of course, I'd get everyone to safety, and I'd have us there by the shortest route possible. Everything you're doing that he thinks you're not doing. Exactly like those kind of people would do.
I totally agree with everything he's saying.
He should come show us how we could do it better. He takes a look and realizes that he can't.
I need a new beverage.
No, he'd never admit it.
Let's take a 5-minute break. Everybody grab whatever you need, and then I'll use this 5 minutes to do a little refresher on what's about to happen, and then when you come back, we'll see what happens.
All right.
Yeah, be right back then.
I'm back.
Alrighty.
Taking a break?
Yeah, we took a 5-minute as soon as you walked away. So.
Yeah, I'm a trendsetter.
Yeah.
No, black screen.
Yeah, I'm trying something out. I don't want to do that because I haven't set up anyone else's. Boop. That should fix that problem. All right.
Day 4. Jeez.
Once
Time
we get
flies.
everyone back. I think I like where all the peeps are. Maybe I like where all the peeps are.
I'll be right back.
Move some people around here. All right. Oh. So I got a boom for my microphone, so it hangs up closer to my head now. I don't know if the sound quality seems any better or not.
Oh, cool.
Are we still on break?
Kinda. I don't know if everyone's back yet or not.
I am.
I'm back now.
We'll just do the standard society thing. X up when you're ready. And as soon as Adjutant's back and ready, we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Phil, but my kids are certainly really starting to feel the sense of isolation.
This is normal living for my kids.
That's true.
We've homeschooled them their whole lives. They used to get to see their friends like once every couple of weeks. But even in the wintertime, that slows down because it's hard to get out sometimes. So it's kind of bled into a longer winter. But the good thing is I have like 3/4 of an acre for my yard. And they have a big swing set and a trampoline. And then we have the farm, and they've been going out and doing fencing with us, and they were there when we were butchering the bulls this past week, and
I must have loved that.
my daughter does. My son's like, oh, that's gross.
My older daughter would actually be probably pretty into it too.
Yeah, we were looking at the organs.
Yes.
What's that, Mike?
My daughter would love that because she's a sociopath.
It's a sociopath.
My older daughter wants to be a biologist. She's really into stuff like, like she's interested in like dissection videos and things on animals.
Yeah.
But she's bothered if she sees. She actually would be bothered if she saw the animal alive first, because I think she actually is not a sociopath.
My daughter just likes to hurt people. And
oh wow, lucky you, Mike.
In a way, I'm kind of proud because I'm an infantryman, so I'm a little proud. But her brother is like doesn't like that so much.
My mobile infantry made me the man I am today. Clunk.
I'm like, yeah, she's gonna be a paratrooper just like Dad was, and then it's like but she needs to make it that far.
Oh boy. No.
Alrighty, are you back with the Eagle Bears?
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
No, my kids are city kids. They're used to seeing their friends every day and going to the playground and going to school and going to other activities and things and seeing everybody. And I think they're
this is a miracle for me. I love it. I'm just teaching from home, and I get to play video games all day, and it's great.
Man, this week has not been a great week for me. I ended up canceling my Wednesday night game because I was butchering bull until midnight. And then Thursday we took Thursday. Did I take Thursday off? Yeah, I took Thursday off. And then Friday we had to get the other bull cut up because it was hanging and it was going to be hot. So we had to get that done, and that lasted till like 10 o'clock at night or whatever, 11 o'clock at night before we were done cleaning up from that. And then today we wanted to get the rest of the one we did on Wednesday done. It had been in a refrigerator, so we had some time, but it was rainy, so they couldn't do anything on the farm. So we just got it done today. Made a bunch of steaks and roasts and another like 30 pounds of hamburger. And I really haven't gotten much done this week. It just sucks.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah, I'm making you hungry.
Damn.
We can talk about castrating them some more.
Yeah.
I wish we had, because then we wouldn't have had to do that.
You should have videoed it, man.
Jeez. Really?
Alrighty. I guess we can get back to the game.
That would be a sweet metal band name, like Castrated Bull.
Then you'd all just be called Steers, and you'd be kind of queer Steers or something.
Yeah. That'd be a cool album name, though.
Yeah, the Castrated Bulls playing queer Steer. Oh. So, all right. So it's sleep cycle on the 4th day. Where's everybody at? Put yourselves on the map where you are.
Oh, it's sleep cycle?
Yeah.
Well, if no one else had volunteered, Momo will always be the first to volunteer to do watch while the others rest. So I'm assuming Momo's on the bridge.
Sure.
It should be me, Momo on the bridge for the first set, and then next set is...
All right, so you guys split the sleep cycle?
Yeah, I'm carousing with the passengers.
They're asleep.
All right, so who's on the bridge for the second set?
Second was Stelly and
Probably
Adjutant, I think. And then Tari and Erebus were the last set.
Oh, you were doing
Split us up with that.
All right. Go ahead and put Stelly and Adjutant on the bridge, and everyone else wherever you're sleeping.
Never agreed to do a shit, but whatever.
Oh, well, if you want to be,
You're on
crashed
Firewatch.
out,
Deal with it, bitch.
And then
If you
Navy,
don't
I'm
want
an
to-
infantryman, son.
If you wouldn't do it, I would. But I'd also do rounds and just check to see if people are sleeping, if someone's getting into trouble.
yeah, all the evacuees appear to be crashed out or otherwise entertained. They're all. It's the sleep cycle, so they are all asleep somewhere. So you got several of them on the couches in the observation deck. There's an android asleep in a chair at a table. A couple of gals in a bed. No one wants to be with Xantos, so he's by himself. And Stelly, are you going to be on the bridge? Are you going to be asleep in that chair? Or
I guess I'll be on the bridge.
all right, you're on the bridge. Gotcha. All right, and everyone else is asleep. Xenolon has set himself up a little sleeping nest in the corner of the galley. We'll leave him there. And watch is going pretty smoothly. And you're waiting for nothing to happen, and then all of a sudden, as the klaxon begins blaring through the Terminus Wilds corridors, you're all awakened. The vessel's unusual motion activated lights fail to respond, the only illumination coming from red emergency lighting along the floors and ceilings. The siren cuts off as quickly as it begun, the ensuing silence broken by a burst of malicious, chittering laughter coming over the system's internal comm system. Let's just roll initiative here.
Xantos, that's enough. Go to bed.
I rolled a 4 again.
My goodness.
All righty then. Let's see. Adjutant and Stelly, the computers on the bridge display. Let's see. Immediately display information that alerts you to the power core being in a wrecked condition. The only way it can be fixed is in the engineering bay. And anyone can give me a perception check.
From where we are?
Yeah, on your turn. On your turn. Go ahead, Momo. What do you want to do? Wake up. You hear the chittering laughter coming over the intercom.
Momo just hears that and is so distracted by thinking 10 million thoughts of how to help that I think Momo will just take a free hand, grab Captain Alder, toss him into his backpack, and run into the hallway, going, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on?" Can I do that with my action economy? All right.
Yeah, that's fine. You're in the hallway. Alder's with you, and you're calling out, "What's going on? What's going on?" That's going to make it Erebus's turn.
Do you want me to re-roll the perception check? Because I rolled it before you said on our turns.
No, I'll use your 19. You don't gain anything special out of that. Sorry.
5, 10. Am I able to open the door and just continue my movement?
Yeah, the doors basically they open with a touch, so they don't really hinder movement that much.
You're annoying. I can get to there. Does it cost an action to open them?
It does not.
Oh, in that case.
I'm not gonna have it cost an action.
I guess
However, you find that when you get to the door to the engineering spaces, it seems locked. Though you don't know of any electronic lock on the door. You're unable to pass through it easily. So it will take actions to get that door open.
Hey, Momo, you still have your hammer, right?
Yeah!
I have a feeling we're going to need it.
You got it.
Hammer time.
That's all I can do.
All right, Tari.
Okay. Where's the scene coming from, you said? What fucking happened?
What was the question?
Where stuff seem to be happening?
Right now everything's happening from the intercom. Those on watch, Adjutant and Stelly can inform you that there seems to be trouble in the engineering bay.
And where's the engineering bay? I'm smart.
Right there with the power core.
Oh, okay, it's that one. It is that one. Okay. I will head out. Or over there.
And Erebus can report that the door to the engineering bay is locked. Stelly, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna make my way over there and tell there's something going on with the engineering bay. Done.
All right, Alder.
Turn on the beacon portable light.
All right, that'll give you guys bright light instead of dim light.
And it's a 50-foot radius.
It's a 50-foot. Okay, so yeah, basically you got 50 foot of light, so that pretty much lights everywhere you are.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. All right, Adjutant.
I would like to hop on the computer and try to maybe reroute power and force that door open.
Give me a computer's check.
At least see if that's even possible.
I don't know. I was just going to let you do a computer's check and see what happens. All right. Yeah, you're the computers inform you that all doors are unlocked.
Huh. The problem's local. I'll let the party know that. Engineering problem, not a computer's.
All right. With that information, what do you do, Momo?
First, Momo's gonna jump on the comms and just say, have we got any eyes? Is anybody where they ain't supposed to be? Can we see into the engineering bay? While simultaneously stepping up to the door and attempting to force it open.
Give me a strength check, Momo.
Okay. Did not go through. Oh, there it is. Hey. Natural 17.
The door remains held against your attempt to force it open.
Well, I guess it is hammer time.
Erebus.
You said this is a teleporter down to...
Well, it's a lift. It's an elevator. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It takes a moment for the door opens. The lift's already here. It takes a moment. Beginning of your next turn, you can come out the top, come out the upstairs.
Okay. It's my turn.
Sorry.
You there, Amber?
Oh, I gotta mute myself. You said the door was locked or something, right?
It seems to be held by some force.
Okay. I will see if I can help force it open.
Sure, give me a strength check, or I think strength is probably the most appropriate check. You also are unable to force it open.
Oof.
Stelly.
I am gonna go here and wait to help them open the door.
Gotcha. Alder.
Encourage them. I'm not going to be much help actually opening the door.
Use your big plant muscle.
Yeah, my whole mind is to...
You could still get above a 10 and provide an assist.
Yeah, I guess I'll wait and then assist then.
All right. Adjutant.
So I already know I can't open the door from here using computers.
Correct.
I don't imagine engineering up here would help. Probably just have to go down to the door and try to do something.
Yeah, it seems that the door, it's not locked, it's held by some other force, so...
I wonder if it's held by a spell. This hold portal is a spell, I believe.
You're aware that there are magic users that can force portals to be held, yes.
I'll maybe suggest that to Tari. She'd be more likely to know anything about that.
And at which point you all realize you just have to force it open! Momo.
All right. I guess Momo will. Well, let's see if Stelly and Alder are both helping. Maybe Momo will also prepare to help if Tari's going to try.
Sure.
All right. Erebus, the door's open on the upper level.
Double move when I get down there.
Alrighty. Alright, everyone give me a strength check to assist Tari in opening the door. Momo adds. Alder adds.
Stelly.
Gotta give this all. Give it all 6, Momo.
All 6.
All right, and you guys force the door open. Tari, you can move into the room.
Oh.
and I'll allow you to give me a perception check.
I go into the room and perception. No, don't do that. Oh, I got refresh.
Dang, I thought it was being so clever going around.
I found my sheet again. There we go.
Hey.
Tari, you want to? There's your perception check. Yeah, you note one in each corner of the. You note a creature hiding in the shadows in each corner of the room.
Oh.
They are wicked and crazy looking things. That's what they look like to you.
Oh, cool.
Oh. Freaky.
Awesome.
And I'll let you finish your movement. You can take a full movement to anywhere in the room you want to be. They're literally in the corner squares. So I'll bring them up when their turn starts. All right. Deli.
So they're in the.
You know what? I guess. Yeah, Tari points them out, so I'll make them.
Yeah, I would do that.
Might as well.
I can.
I'm going to.
It's gremlin.
And shoot at this one.
All right.
Got one in Tari's corner.
Top left.
Yeah, just three of the corners, not four. So.
Oh. I would have gone toward the other corner then.
You would have gone to a corner with a gremlin in it?
Yeah, I wanted to fight one.
All right. Yeah, you can move here, there. They're up in the kind of in the in the wires and stuff up above overhead.
Oh, okay.
I think we found the source of our problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend the rest of my action going back to finding Xanthos and asking him what we think we should do. What he thinks we should do.
Okay. The rest of your turn after your movement and your firing?
Yeah.
All right. You nearly hit the... I guess, yeah, you do hit the creature. 13 with a fire weapon. You hit it even with its partial cover from the ship's structures.
Oh.
Where is what's his face?
Who knows? Who's asking? No one's at a monitor. No one's at a computer monitor. You can't see him right now.
No. But okay.
I put him on the GM layer so you guys don't know where he is because you wouldn't be able to see him, and he's actually moving around. So.
I want to text him and ask him for advice.
Okay. Would I have seen him walking through the upper deck area at all?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
You have not noticed him. Otherwise, you would see him. Let's see. Energy ray has a short range. This one flutters over to here. You can see it's flying, but its flying is not exceptional, so to speak. But it does it does cast it releases a wave of heat at Tari and Stelly. I need reflex saves.
Oof.
Oof indeed.
Ooh, ouch! Both of you failed. And you both take 5 points of fire damage from an overheat blast.
Ouch.
Alder!
I can't see this one, correct?
No, it's behind a wall.
But I can see this one.
I would think so, yeah.
Then I'm going to get him and clever feint.
And yeah, I don't even need to check anything. That works. That makes them flat-footed, right?
Everyone. Yeah.
Flat-footed to attacks. This one over here. Sorry, you moved?
What?
Never mind, that's where you are now. It shoots a ray of electricity at you, Tari.
They have an intelligence score, right?
It, as far as you know, they do.
Okay. Because it doesn't work if they don't have an intelligence score.
That's a good point. Let me see. Yeah, they have an intelligence score.
Okay.
They don't have a line, so. Energy ray requires a roll of a d20. Oh yeah, I think that hits you, Tari, because it's. You didn't see it, but it's a 19. So you get hit with a ray of electricity for a d3 of damage for 3 points of damage.
Ouch.
And then it flutter flaps over to this corner. Because they don't have the ability to hover. And that makes it Adjutant's turn.
This one here. They get shot. -2 AC.
Which one again?
This one in the middle of the room.
Alright, yeah. That hits it. -4 health and -2 AC. What you doing, Momo?
Do I have eyes on that one that has all the debuffs on it? Or am I blocked by the doorway?
Uh,
I just want to
You
know if
can
I can
see
shoot twice.
yeah, you can shoot at it
All right.
because you can take you can measure from this corner, and every corner is clear of targets. So
Okay. Yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah, all right, cool. Then I will.
oh, I didn't show that because I was on the wrong layer. My apologies.
Oh, no problem. But no, I
What
understand.
I was
follow
trying to
what
show
you
you was this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, fine. I will shoot twice with my azimuth artillery laser. Alright, and it's got -2 AC, +1 for get 'em, and then flat-footed, right?
Yep.
So I'll
Don't worry
do a
about
minus.
I'll approve that with the armor class penalty.
So just do the -4 modifier, yes?
Yeah, with the +1, so minus.
So do a -3. Okay,
yep.
do a -3. All right.
That misses.
I figured. All right, try the second one. Oh.
Both of your shots miss. As you're reaching around the corner to shoot at this thing, I think they miss. Wait a minute. No, hold on. That's a 8, but it's flat-footed and reduced by. Oh, that hits. They both hit. I mean, the first one's actually enough to kill this. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me check something here real quick. I forgot about something. You're firing lasers, and so did Stelly. Which one did you fire lasers at? Or I'm not going to take it back, but from this point on, you note that your laser doesn't do any damage to it.
Oh.
Okay.
Because I was stupid. They're harder to kill than that. They're easy to hit. They're hard to kill. How about that? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. And also, as you're poking around, seeing it, you hear a loud curse from the other side of the room. Ah, fuck, shit, and thump, 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 as Xantos Lochwart comes falling down the stairs.
Oh. I almost found him.
Nervous.
I can get there.
You can move 80 feet? Oh, yeah, 40 and 40. That's 80 feet. Yep, sure enough, you get to there.
I'm a fast one.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't like, I'll just try to go around. That should be fast enough to do it easily enough.
This one over here. Let's see. It's going to shoot a ray of fire. You guys seem to like fire rays, so it's going to shoot a ray of fire at Stelly. So it's just a D20. See what that is. Uh-oh, Stelly. You know what that means.
I mean, I'm sad.
It means you're sad. It is a shrink ray. Why are these cards so small? Oh, I know why they're small, because I'm at 70% scale. That's why.
I thought only like characters get to use the critical cards.
This is a boss fight. A mini boss fight.
Isn't Stelly already tiny size?
Well, his suit is medium, so he becomes small, and that really doesn't change anything at this point.
He becomes diminutive.
Well, he is already diminutive, but his suit is medium, so his personal body becomes small, which has no real effect. But it does do 2d3 points of fire damage. For 5 points of fire damage, Stilly. Tari.
Okay, we will go up to this one and attack it.
Alrighty.
Why?
15 slashing, that's gonna hit. For 8.
That does seem to work.
Yes, it works fine. Because it's not fire damage.
I knew I should have made that summoning grenade.
All right, Stelly.
Alright, so my weapon's not effective. I know this now. I need to go ahead and move, and I'm going to bayonet the gremlin.
Got it.
Poke it in the eye.
And miss horribly.
Actually, because it's flat-footed to your attack and its armor class is reduced, you hit it
Oh, damn.
and you kill it.
Kill, kill, kill. You know, bayonet style.
And you had get 'em on it. I don't know if you applied get 'em. You did not. So
Did
it
not.
died. Alder, you're up.
Second verse, same as the first.
Good enough. Oh, what's this gremlin gonna do? It's going to flap this way.
Flap this way.
No, it's
Oh.
escaping.
It's trying to escape. It flies past you. A creature comes up the stairs, comes up the stairs. Yeah, flies up the stairs at you, Erebus, and tries to fly past you.
Someone's
Do you
there to
let it
cut
go
him off.
past you? All right, you're there. You cut him off. He's unable to get past you. Adjutant.
Go up a bit and shoot this one on the corner. Go -2 AC.
Yep. Momo.
All right. Suddenly, Momo starts. Limbs start moving at a extreme rate of speed as I use my hyper racial ability to double my movement without using an action, and I will hit this thing with my assault hammer. Actually, no, not my assault hammer, with my storm hammer.
Alrighty. You'll try
Alright.
it.
And that's a +1 for get 'em.
That's a natural one. The creature kind of flaps just at the last moment and dodges your hammer, and your hammer slams into the hull of the ship and the wires and cable supports and everything behind it, causing damage.
Oh no!
And making the engines glitch.
Sorry.
Fix it later.
Additionally, the 4 squares, there are debris and oil rain down, making an area, making
Are you
those
doing
4 squares difficult terrain.
doing crit fail rules?
No, this is a special ability of the creature.
Oh, don't like it.
This is a ship glitch gremlin. They have an aura of disaster. I should have, when your guys' laser strikes did not affect them. You know how I showed you the picture? What I should have said is that the lasers were reflected by these wings and caused damage to the ship, but I didn't work that in. So I was lucky enough that Momo gave me a crit miss, so that I could affect the ship through the glitch gremlin's aura of disaster. And we'll see how many more systems take damage as you guys continue to miss them.
Gotcha.
All right, Erebus.
What the fuck are you? I am gonna stab it. Doesn't seem nice.
Stabby. It is definitely less than 15 CR, and you hit it for 6 points of damage, which is enough to finish it off.
Nice.
And it drops out of the sky and lands on the floor, where it slides down the stairs.
Erebus only has a D4 of trick attack.
No, you should probably have more. Did you select the appropriate level on the character sheet for your trick attack?
Is there a specific spot for the level for trick attack?
It's
Yeah.
in the settings for trick attack on the sheet. There's a drop down.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It didn't matter in this case because it only had 5 hit points left, but it might matter later.
I guess the rest of my movement would be 5, 10. 15, 20, 25. I will move there, and as I'm moving, can I just like, if anyone
As you're moving down, give me a reflex save as you pass through and over greasy stairs.
Oh.
You succeed.
And can I just do
not falling?
can I
What's
just do a situation of just Gibbsing the Xantos on the back of the head?
No, he actually, before you came down the stairs, he stood up and moved across the room so he wasn't near the gremlin.
Oh.
He actually did that before Momo went. I just
idiot.
forgot to take his action at his turn.
Okay.
But he did see you whiff it big time, Momo, and as he gets up and gets over to the corner and he... where's his words? Stop breaking our ship! How incompetent are you?
Momo's sixth hand holding a lit cigarette flicks it towards
This gremlin, let's see, it's in a precarious position with Momo and Erebus there. It buffets you with its wings, Momo, as it moves slightly to get away from Erebus, guardedly, and then it attacks you with its wings, trying to buffet you around. However, it doesn't.
Sweet.
Go ahead, Tari.
Give me 1 sec.
No worries.
I'm thinking. I can't make it very far, so I'll go up to here.
And that was a double move.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Stelly, you're up.
I'm gonna do a bayonet charge. Ah!
Well, 16's good enough not to miss. Alder.
Once again, I'm going to just do the same thing.
Alrighty. I think 25's good. That one's dead. Adjutant.
What another 2 damage.
You went kind of mechanical there, but I got you. 2 more damage.
Yeah, 2 damage.
Are there any other effects?
No, I already have the minus
Okay.
2 AC on them, so.
Yep. And Lochwart moves to the other side of the room. I sure hope you guys are Gonna kill that thing soon. Momo.
Right,
We're working on it.
Momo considers shooting Xantos with his artillery laser, but instead will
But the power
attack
core's in
twice.
the way.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason I didn't.
This is his fault, right?
Instead, will try to smash this thing twice with my storm hammer.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Nice.
Another natural one. Well, I'm still swinging twice.
Yeah.
Second one hits. But before the second one hits, your first swing comes down and bashes through a grating on the floor and takes out a wire and causes the weapons array to start glitching.
This thing makes me angry!
Stop breaking
is
the
the
ship!
destroyer.
Erebus.
5, 10, 20. Stab it.
Stabby.
Oh no!
Are you guys doing this on purpose?
I was trying to play the percentages to get a crit. A crit success, I mean.
Now malfunctioning. As your attack slips and further damages the connector that Momo uncovered. The gremlin, what's he gonna do? He doesn't like all this attention. Not really. He takes a guarded flight over top of Momo and then guardedly flies again to this spot.
Oh, he can do 2 of them?
Well, it's a movement action, so if he does 2 movement actions, he can do it.
Does, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't attack you, though. He's just trying to get away.
I hear you.
And that makes it Tari's turn.
Okay. So
He basically scooches around the ceiling.
he's how high up is he then?
Hey, he's about 5 feet off the ground. So
Go hit him.
I figure the rooms are about 2 blocks tall. So
okay, so I can try him.
because you guys have been swatting at them while they're in the air.
Dead stab.
Oh, normally that would be a miss, but it's not. You from the sky, and you have just completed that. You have killed the creatures. All right, Tari, you have a movement action remaining. Is there anything you want to do?
Not really.
Stelly. At this point, your weapons are malfunctioning, your engines are glitching, and your power core is wrecked. Your ship is on emergency lighting and life supports. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna fix the shit.
All right. Got to fix the power core. As you reach over, you reach over and begin examining the power core. Give me a perception check. Well, you didn't look for traps, so it's too late. You touch the power core, and a burst of energy comes out. It wouldn't have been enough anyway. Don't worry about it. A blue light kind of fills the room, and everyone's item levels, 5th level and over, can make a will DC to negate the glitch curse. Anything below item level 5 is automatically affected. And this is pretty much
everything
is
Everything.
cursed with the glitch curse.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
what does this do? What this does is the cursed items. If you use a cursed item in the future before it is uncursed, weapons gain a -2 penalty to attack rolls. Armor gains a -2 penalty to armor class. And other items, if used for skill checks, such as data jacks or toolkits that have power. I mean, if it were some kind of mechanical toolkit or something, anything used in a skill check will take a -2 penalty to the skill check.
Oh my god! How? And this is just permanent or something?
It's a curse. Yeah, it's just permanent until the curse is removed, or until you replace the piece of gear.
Okay, so I'm breaking my armor down into UPEs and replacing it with one of the ones in the loop. It don't fucking matter.
Let's see.
Just anything interesting on the bodies, and then start working on the power core.
Lochwer is like, I assume you have a plan to fix the ship. I don't want to escape the swarm only to die out here in space. I'm gonna tell everyone else. And he heads out of the room and heads towards the lift. He passes Xenolon in the hallway, who is coming to see what's going on. You guys have some stuff to worry about. I'm not going to make you go through all the checks and everything because that's really a waste of time. But let's see. Xenolon comes in, looks at the trap. Who is our mystic? Who has mysticism?
Me.
So now you know about the trap, and Stelly, you can tell that the I guess it's a magic trap. Give me a mysticism check. Sorry, we're gonna clear the initiative tracker. We don't really need to be in turns anymore.
Okay.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
Well, if you guys are doing that, can Momo use some movement and action to go and beat Xantos unconscious?
Yes, if you really want to do that.
I'm okay with it.
Sure, I don't see any reason why not. There's nobody else here to see except for Zelanan, and we can maybe work it out with Zelanan.
I was thinking the same thing, especially if I don't remember if I asked or if I just forget if there's any restrictions for alignment when making characters.
Who cares about me in this game?
I didn't have any restrictions in particular. I mean, I'm assuming you're not chaotic evil, which would really be the biggest hampering.
Not to how other people just want to kill everything. I do actually play evil characters decently smartly, and don't just try to screw everything over.
It doesn't make sense to kill everything. That's just psychotic.
Yeah.
Well, I will say Momo is chaotic good, so Momo would not be okay with killing Xantos. Not really.
That's okay.
But Momo feels very offended, and also feels like Xantos is now a hindrance to the safety of the ship and needs to be incapacitated.
Yeah, I'm very much in the.
All right.
I will threaten to kill.
I mean,
So Momo's gonna go punch him in the face.
Was the gremlins his fault?
and I will get him and faint him.
Not as far as you know, the gremlins weren't his fault.
What the hell is it? What the hell is his problem?
What's Xantos' problem?
That Xantos is not in charge is Xantos' problem.
He's not in charge. He's a dick, and he doesn't like you guys.
He can be a dick all he wants.
I mean,
I'll stop people from beating the shit out of him.
Oh.
Well, Momo, as you charge over and meet him in the hallway, no, don't hit me. He's a very non-physical person, and apparently Stelly is telling you that it's not worth it and that you should back off. And is there
Momo's got all 6 ready to go.
want to do with Tari? You
I'll-
managed to unwork the magical nature of the glitch curse trap. So now that that's done, the rest of the team can get down to repairing the core, the weapons arrays, and the engines, without fear of setting off the trap again. Now let's get back to Xantos. So what are you guys going to do with him?
he's getting tied up and locked in fucking.
He hasn't
Cargo bay.
wrong besides be a dick.
Yeah, well, he can be a dick while he's fucking tied up in the room.
Let's go.
This isn't America. This is in the middle of a war zone where him being a dick can cause people to die.
In a war zone.
Yes, we are. This entire system is a war zone.
You're soldiers. You're supposed to protect us civilians.
Which is exactly what we're doing.
We gotta protect you from yourself. Momo's very angry with Xantos.
But he
watch
hasn't done
this.
anything besides be a total
By
jerk.
my time.
That's enough to deserve a punch in the mouth.
If you punch somebody else out, it's not like gonna help anything.
It'll help me feel better.
Punch me, Momo.
No!
I see, little furry one. So it's all about just whatever you want. You don't have any. You don't follow the rules of the military. I see what kind of people the SDF has hired.
Okay, I punch him in the mouth. I punch him in the mouth.
You do in fact punch him in the mouth. Roll to hit.
All right.
Yep. Roll a D3. Non-lethal damage.
I was gonna laugh if it was the natural one to try to punch him.
That would have been funny as hell.
Do I add strength to it, or it's just a 1d3?
Oh yeah, add strength.
All right.
Congratulations, Momo. You've sunk to his level.
Momo can't
doesn't
help
care.
it. Momo can't help it. As you do, he cowers back. No. Don't let him kill me. Don't let him kill me. He begs the rest
I'm
of you.
not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna beat you unconscious.
No one's gonna believe you that the lovely, furry, happy Skittermander hurt you.
The one that's
And,
trying to help everybody all the time.
He attempts to move away from you, Momo.
Impugning my motivation.
Momo, he tries to move away from you.
No, I swing at him again. Attack of opportunity.
All right, he ducks away from your swing and continues down the hallway. That was 10. He basically runs away from you, and he's pressing the button for the lift as hard as he can. What's the bluff check for, Alder?
Like I said, I clever fainted and get him.
Okay. It happened after he started running away, so yeah, he's got get him and clever feint on him.
Walk down the lift.
He's trying to get on the lift. He's waiting for it to come down. It was last used to go up. Skelly, what do you want to do?
Next to the power core, right?
Xenolan is between you and the power core, and there's a door.
I guess
There you go.
definitely
Sure.
Shut down power to the lift.
You probably need the power core itself is not where you would do that. You would do that through computers or directly at the lift. I'll let you make a computers check from a terminal in the engineering bay to remove that. You're not capable of shutting down the lift from here. Adjutant, what do you want to do?
Yeah. Might as well go shut down the lift. There's no real use in this guy causing problems, so. Not for. I'm not all for beating this guy to a pulp, but figure out a diplomatic situation here.
But you're fine with harvesting his organs.
That was.
It happens to have been beaten to a pulp. No use going to waste.
That's just the creepy way that Adjutant talks.
He's recording all this.
Adjutant is very stoic and like non-emotional, so she's like comes across as really sociopathic.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
What does Erebus want to do?
Do I see someone that's actually working on trying to fix the glitches and the problems?
No, no one is currently working on repairing the power core to get power back online. Though you figure it should be, you figure you've probably got at least an hour before the emergencies start having trouble with the load.
I'll just start trying to fix that.
All right, give me an engineering check as you begin working on the system. Tari, what do you want to do?
I'm not sure.
I heard you say something, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure what Tari would do?
Yeah.
If she wants to stay out of the conflict, she could help Erebus with the repairs.
Or engineering now.
Do you have a rank in engineering?
I don't believe I do.
Okay, well then you can't really help. Zelanon approaches the door. Please, I understand he is quite an annoyance, but this violence is no way to solve this problem. We are all on the ship together. We must find a way to coexist. Please, little furry friend, you must find it in you to calm your rage.
I mean, him being on the ship part could be solved.
We are all living beings. We must work together against the swarm. And let's see that. I'm gonna let it be Momo's turn now.
Momo is moved by the words of this priest. I will say that Momo is going to listen to his captain. Momo's grown very attached to Alder.
All right, Alder.
Captain, I'll do what you want me to do.
Well, he needs to be detained, but we don't need to beat him to a pulp. He needs to simply be sat down in the galley, and he needs to just stay there until further.
All right. Reasonable use of force to detain. Okay, and then in that case, Momo will follow the captain's orders and attempt to detain Xantos with using appropriate and commiserate level of force.
He's as you approach him, he shies away from you, moving to the other side of the lift door. Why won't this damn thing open? What's going on here? What have you done now?
You're being taken into custody as a threat to the mission. I will not hit you again as long as you do not resist.
He does not resist being taken into custody and led into the led into the galley where you guys detain him. How are you binding him in some manner? Are you you're gonna keep him in your galley, the only
gonna have
galley
him-
on the ship, or
We're just
what's
keeping
your
him here until
long-term
things-
plans?
It's just until things we get things under control.
All right.
Maybe tell him he's
So-
locked up for one day, and if he behaves, we'll let him out.
Well, so while Momo and Alder are detaining Xantos, Stelly, what do you want to work on? What do you want to do?
I'm not going to participate in the restraint of a civilian, so I'm going to go ahead and just work on the ship.
All right. Do you want to assist Erebus or make your own check?
I'm training it, so man, I'm just going to roll.
All right. Alrighty. You begin working to help fix to fix the core. Adjutant, what are your actions?
I think I will also start working on the core.
Alrighty. Are you assisting anyone or making your own check?
I think I can make mine. Plus 12, so there we go.
Alrighty. There you go. So after about 10 minutes of work, you guys managed to get the power core back up and online and restore full power to the Terminus Wild. During that time, Momo and Alder, what are you guys doing with Xantos? He's sitting in a chair in the galley. His lip is growing fat and is a little bit of blood, a trickle of blood on the corner of his mouth from where you smacked him so hard, Momo.
Give him an ice pack.
Yeah. Give him some ice.
Oh, Momo would actually volunteer to give him an ice pack now that he's a
Momo would be
prisoner. And
absolutely helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna run and get him an ice pack and like help him bandage things if he'll let me.
He takes the ice pack and no, don't touch me. He kind of holds it to his mouth a little bit, but after a minute or so, you can see that you notice that he's kind of set it on the table, like maybe he doesn't really want help from his oppressors, but he's not going to say so.
Help, I'm being oppressed. Help.
Is there anything else you guys want to do besides just keeping an eye on him in there?
Well, after the 10 minutes of fixing the core, Adjutant will come take a look at his injury and.
All right. At this point, I'm just waiting to see if Zelenon joins you guys in the galley. I'm curious if Alder and Momo want to do anything during the 10 minutes while everyone else is in the engineering spaces.
Momo will offer him a cigarette.
He doesn't accept it. You shouldn't even be smoking on board the ship. What if there was an oxygen leak or something? You can blow us all up.
That's why you're in this situation to begin with. If you had stayed with the fucking crew and not run around being suspicious and fucking going through stuff that you shouldn't be because you don't fucking like being not the one in charge.
Someone's got to keep you paramilitary types in line. Heaven knows your superiors aren't here to do it. He's still got an attitude, but he is...
You need to shut up. Sit there. No. You're causing issues, which is going to endanger this mission, which makes you a liability, and you don't want to be a liability.
Well, he stutters some more.
Once we're done with this mission,
time passes.
Feel free to be a dick all you want.
I'll make sure your superiors hear of this.
Go right ahead. I'm not scared.
All right. With your guys' engineering abilities, a number of you have 10 plus bonus to your engineering skills. you guys manage. You spend a little bit of time, and you repair the weapons array and the engines and get things moving again. You've taken care of the glitch gremlins that were giving you such a problem. You clean up the engineering bay, getting rid of that stuff.
So were those swarm creatures?
Were they swarm creatures? No, they're fae. They are called ship glitch gremlins. They popped on board probably during your battle, and they have this annoying ability of disrupting starship systems. It can be really bad in combat, but you guys were able to deal with it for the most part. And they have that annoying aura of disaster. But yeah, it was just a random encounter to make things more interesting on the starship as you're traveling.
After we finish doing all the engineering stuff, the one gremlin that had kind of fallen down into the storage area, I would like to walk down, get it, and just start removing its teeth, preferably out of people's sight.
Oh, okay. You're getting some gremlin teeth. Let's see.
Can Momo would like to ask Zelena, hey, Priesty, my stuff doesn't seem to be working too hot after whatever those gremlins was doing to the power core. You got any way to fix this kind of thing? This is kind of mysticky stuff, right?
Allow me to inspect your gear. Ah, I see. Yes. We would have to this seems to be a curse. We would have to remove this affliction. It might take a bit of a ritual, a bit of time. We might be able to figure it out once we get planet side on Utranus.
No way to do it while we're there. We got like 4 days to go.
I don't think we have the supplies on board.
Does that curse affect analog weapons?
It affects technological items, technological and hybrid items.
Oh no.
So analog items would be no.
What about Solarian crystals?
So your pistol, your regular guns, your projectile guns aren't going to be affected.
What about Solarian crystals? What are they?
Your Solarian crystal's not going to be affected because it's magic. Not hybrid or technological.
I think maybe they're hybrid or not.
So your armor will probably be affected, depending on what your armors are, because they are technological. They have batteries for your environmental protections. So basically at this point, I want to know what you guys' plans are for Xantos.
Momo wants him to be kept confined. Since we don't have a brig, Momo will volunteer to act as jail guard in any room necessary.
You don't have a brig, but you have a number of areas that can be contained. A number of rooms, depending on how restrictive you want to be with him. There's guest suites. There's restrooms within the guest suites. I mean, you can go all the way down to locking him in an airlock.
Put him in one of the fucking escape pods.
Honestly, I think we should pull a 180 and just like let him go. That we're like not malicious at all.
Momo will vote whatever Alder votes, I think.
So, anything.
So what's the consensus? What are you guys going to do with him?
What's the consensus? I don't think anyone agrees.
You can do the middle ground and force them to stay in the captain's quarters.
But where's Captain Alder gonna sleep?
We'll see what kind of problems is he gonna cause now. He can talk, but that's all he can really.
Can't talk without a tongue. JK.
I like that idea. I'm okay with that idea.
Yeah.
Oh,
Captain, is that an order? You want me to cut out his tongue?
He starts missing fingers. He can't write anything out either.
Oh boy. I'm almost confused. This might be conflicting with Momo's alignment. It sounds kind of like torture.
I don't know. We're making sure he can't get in the way of anything.
This is so barbaric. Wait till the other evacuees hear about this.
Ooh.
We were in the same room.
Were you guys in the same room? I
I
mean,
was in the engine
are
room.
you?
I was just making a player joke.
I understand you were.
I would have went there. After
I assume you guys are probably going to discuss what you're going to do with him without being in the same room as him, obviously. But I mean, what's the plan with this guy? Maybe we should just cover it next time.
Let him go.
Yeah, let him go out the fucking airlock.
You want to just type out our votes on the chat here?
You know, I find it funny that I don't find it funny at all. I find it perfectly appropriate, Zach, that both you and I have the same idea about this guy.
Well, I mean, unless you guys can all agree on the same action, I mean, or agree that a vote is the way to go, and whatever the majority is what you guys are going to do. I mean, Erebus is fine with anything. Adjutant says let him go. That's basically, see, tell others. Let's see.
He's an asshole.
Two to let him go. I got 2 to throw him out an airlock. Basically, well, I don't know what Momo's saying.
Momo would not be actually okay with throwing him out an airlock. Locking him in an airlock, however, is just attainment.
Agreed.
Just because we have a ship that's been glitching off and on.
That's true. What if he'd been working with the Gremlins?
He was obviously not working with the Gremlins, as he fell for their grease trap on the stairs.
Oh, okay.
He was just going to stand halfway down the stairs and watch you guys, but then he slipped and fell. That's why he cursed, because he slipped and fell and hurt himself. I probably should have. I mean, it was he didn't fall far, so he didn't take any damage. But right.
Well, I mean, unless well, I'll put it this way: have we gotten any impression this guy has the ability to actively sabotage the ship himself, aside from talking to people? Physically,
he knows a little bit about computers, but other than political sabotage, there's not much he's going to actually be able to do to the ship.
Then in that case, Momo will vote that he be restricted to one of the guest quarters, where he will have all his needs met, and he's not allowed to leave there. That's Momo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I run and check our course, see if it got messed with again?
The course seems to be fine at this point.
Okay. I guess we'll find out.
That's fair enough.
So that's one vote house arrest. Still
Yeah, I
need
got one
Alder
for
and
house
Tari.
arrest. What say you, Tari?
I would say either let him go or try to limit his movement ability. Yeah.
Okay, so let him go or house arrest, because you just said both.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. My tiebreaker or something?
Sort of.
Not yet.
Okay,
Alder,
good.
what are you going to do? What do you vote for?
I'm fine with putting one under house arrest.
House arrest. So we've got 2 for house arrest, 3 for let him go. Tari is kind of the, I guess Tari and Adjutant are, no. Let's see.
Erebus.
I don't really. What is Adjutant voting for?
I put the thing there. Let him go.
Let him go. So I've got, Adjutant's let him go. Erebus is fine with anything. So you really haven't voted. You've abstained at this point, Erebus.
Yes, I have.
I've got 2 for let him go, 2 for house arrest, and 2 that have not voted yet. So, Tari, what is your vote? Which one?
Small house arrest.
All right, house arrest has got 3. You can so that means basically Erebus's vote as a non-abstain goes to house arrest. So you guys place him in house arrest. It was stated to let him use the guest quarters.
Yeah.
What do you tell the rest of the refugees? There was some talk about he tried to usurp you, and you showed mercy, and you're placing him in house arrest.
The danger to himself and the mission.
Alder, give me a diplomacy check when explaining this to the rest of the refugees. That's not exactly what I expected you to roll.
What if instead of saying
I rolled a 3, so
I know.
So 17 still isn't bad for rolling a 3.
The refugees grumble. They don't really accept what you're saying, but since you guys have the weapons, they don't fight you on it.
That's good, because then I would have no problem killing them.
Momo is going to volunteer to guard the prisoner.
We arrive with no refugees.
All right.
What
You
happened?
guys,
Gremlins
okay.
happened.
You guys spend the rest of the trip, or at least most of the rest of the trip. It's fairly uneventful at this point. There's a bit of tension between the crew and the passengers, and things are going on.
Real quick, Phil,
Xantos doesn't.
I just wanted to ask. So Zelenon says that he needs like materials or something, but then he could do it.
He needs occult, or you would require occult materials. He explains that it would cost occult paraphernalia a sum of 10 credits worth for each item, and then a 30-minute ritual with the culmination of a mysticism check. He could do it. Someone else could do it. You could get the SDF to replace all your gear when you get to Utranus. There's lots of options. But
definitely nothing that could happen while we're still on the ship.
Yeah, it's not going to happen while you're on board the ship.
Why can't we 3D print stuff?
Because you don't have a 3D printer. I mean, you could make other gear. You have basically a few more days. So on like day 7, one day out, you guys have been doing stuff, and you get things are going on. What's your plans for guarding Mr. Xantos Loachwort?
I think Momo can handle it.
Just weld the door.
I want us to actually set it so that the door cannot be opened except by members of the crew. It cannot be opened from the inside.
The ship doesn't have biometrics.
We'll set it to a password that only us know.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Sure, give me a computer's check, whoever's going to set the password.
I didn't get that. 10.
And then
Alrighty.
me and Momo can take turns, guarding the area, checking in on him, bringing him food.
Oh yeah, Momo is more than happy to bring him food, whatever he asks for, as long as it's reasonable.
Alrighty. So things go well over the next few days. It almost becomes commonplace dealing with Xantos. He quips at you occasionally, but as far as being a prisoner, he's fairly. I mean, he's not going to be physical with you guys. He's not going to be violent. His lip kind of heals, and things go along. And then right before the day before you believe that you're going to arrive at Uranus, there's a over the intercom, find the words he uses.
I just want to say, after the battle, I was going to switch out my freebooter armor that's cursed with the one we have in storage.
Sure. What the shit? I hate when I can't find what I know I read earlier. You hear over the ship's intercom. Members of the SDF force, please meet me in the observation deck. I have something to say to you. And you all recognize it as Xantos' voice.
Oh,
How do you
God.
get out?
Oh, you let him out.
Yeah, do I not get a chance to...
He broke the fuck out!
Aw, I thought I was
I gave him a
standing guard.
computer's check.
Oh, all right.
And with that, we'll see what he has to say next time. Because we're at basically 13 minutes over our normal stop time.
Okay.
Yeah, he it's time for a mutiny. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, no.
We'll see how you guys handle that next time.
You want to go over this again?
So you get a kill.